Hi ladies, welcome to today's video. Welcome back to the 52 book challenge in 2024. If this is your first video, my name is Rebecca Barr, aka the Femalepreneur Coach. I am an award-winning entrepreneur, money mindset coach, and business coach for women in business. And this year I have decided to read 52 personal development books within 52 weeks to really up level all elements of my personal life, relationships, money mindset, but also business strategy as well. So this is week 2. So last week I read Super Attractor by Gabrielle Bernstein, who is just one of the OGs of the spiritual community and definitely the first kind of thought leader in terms of manifestation and spiritual guidance and business that I started reading about and listening to and all of the things. So this is my little short, brief catch up and insights and takeaways from that book, and then obviously I'll be setting the next book for next week. So if you read it along with me, let me know your thoughts. But I just thought it was lovely, obviously, really great way to start the year. I love the fact that it's kind of setting us up for success and knowing that we are supported by the universe, not just, everything doesn't have to be on our shoulders, but also getting really clear and honest about your goals for this year. That felt really nice as well. There was one particular line in the book that really resonated with me, which was rejection is protection. And there's just, I think for anybody that went through a bit of a roller coaster in 2023, there's probably a lot of things for you like me that I thought were going to work out. I thought were the thing. I thought were going to be really good, that then didn't. Things that I went into with like my full heart, really excited about, and then didn't. I was let down, didn't live up to expectations. People disappointed me. People were mean, like just a lot of emotional challenges in 2023. And to just read that line on the first week of 2024 just felt really beautiful. It felt like divine timing. It felt exactly what I needed to hear in the moment. And essentially the thought process behind it is that when things don't work out, when things are mean, like when people are mean, when you have a bad experience, or you feel, and somebody says no, like you feel that sense of rejection as if it is a loss. But actually, what would be more empowering is the belief that that's actually happened for a reason. It's happened to protect you from something, maybe that would have happened further down the line with even more of a negative consequence. And actually, it's just moving you back into alignment and to be available and in receipt for something that is even better, something that is even more in alignment with your higher good, and that is going to create something even more magical. That just felt like, yes, I really needed to hear that, and that was amazing. And then I just wanted to share 2 quick things that happened throughout the course of the week whilst I was reading that book. So obviously the whole premise of the book is that we are being guided by the universe, that there are forces outside of ourselves that are looking after us, that we can manifest and call in whatever we want. And it sounds really silly, but and it was just something small, but I just loved the fact that it was like, confirmation. So I am essentially hosting an event tomorrow. It's an in-person event. There's around 20 women coming. I'm really excited. Obviously, I'm an author now. And one of the things that you need to do is order your author copies of your books. So I wanted to give them away at the event. I'd left it till the last minute because I was waiting on like numbers being confirmed. And then what happened was I went to go and place the order with Amazon to print off my books. And the delivery date that they'd given me was like a week after my event, like way after my event, like 10 days after. And I was thinking, oh my God, that's going to be such a missed opportunity to really, just give a beautiful gift to the women that are attending, to give them something that can be the gift that keeps on giving, because it's a personal development for women in business. And I've just felt so deflated. I was like, that's a real shame, because I would love for them to receive it essentially, and to see that, to see that exchange of energy and see them receive that gift. But as I was reading the book, I was reminded that actually it ain't over till it's over, and you have the energetic and powerful, like the personal power to change the reality of your circumstances. And yes, even an Amazon delivery deadline. So I just put all of my energy into it. I was like, I'm going to receive them. the day before, if not before that. Like, it's just literally going to get here in time. And I can imagine like the women receiving it in their gift bags, opening the books up, like being excited. I can imagine like me watching them, and lo and behold, the books literally arrived like 3 days later. Like, I don't even know how that's possible. In terms, anybody that's self-published will know that there is usually quite a big lead time. The lady that I'm doing the event with, her books haven't arrived, but mine have, and literally within like 3 days, which I was so excited about. Because at one point I was like, maybe I'll just go on and buy them as if I'm a customer. But again, like that's a big like upfront cost that I don't need to pay, because I'm an author, so I should be able to get my own damn books. And I'm just so excited. So that was just like a nice little confirmation for me that when you really put your mind and energy into something, even the little small things that you want to manifest, they can come true. And that's what happened for me. And then also I was reading or listening. So I've listened to this book on Audible. As I was listening to it on a car journey yesterday, I was just finishing off like some of the final chapters, because it's been a really busy week for me. And one thing I want to do is be like super honest about, like, we've got to make the time, but also really harness those pockets of time in order to get it done, to invest in yourself, pour into yourself. There is always a way, ladies, always. And I had a long car journey yesterday, so I just popped it on to finish off the final chapters. And one of the things that she was talking about was essentially looking for the light in everyday situations. So looking for those little pockets of light that are just confirmation again that we are being supported by divine forces outside of ourselves. And I was driving and it was so overcast, so grey. And then all of a sudden, as she was saying this and I was reflecting on that, I came around a bend of like this big, like I was on the A3, so it's like a big long like dual carriageway, we call it in the UK. But essentially like you're going really fast, but it's going through the countryside, like through these beautiful hills and like mountains and all the things. And as I turned the bend, there was just the most beautiful break in the clouds. And this whole, like, for a good like few minutes, I was just driving into this beautiful like just section of the A3 that was just covered in white light. It was so bright, it was so beautiful, it felt golden. It like instantly warmed my face as I was driving. I mean, it was a little bit like that, a little bit distracting as I was driving, but the symbolism and the sentiment was not lost on me, that I am literally like looking for the light, and there it is round the next bend. Like, I was literally like, everything Gabby is saying, I'm picking up what she is putting down. And it was just that immediate real-time confirmation and feedback from the universe that, like, yes, listen to this because it's the truth. And it was just so lovely. So the whole, I love her voice. I love the simplicity of how she teaches. I love, her personal connection to the work that she does. And it's just a really great like foundation that's really accessible. It's not too heavy. You can listen on the go. And I just absolutely loved it. So that was my review of her book. And then this book, this week, what I'll be reading, drum roll please, is We Should All Be Millionaires by Rachel Rodgers. So I absolutely love her. I love her energy. She's an absolute badass. She's been a real I've done her programs, I've done her courses. Obviously, I'm a money mindset mentor myself, but the reason that I even started this journey and really in business coaching was because I was a business owner first, and all of the work that I'd done around my money mindset and detaching my self-worth from what I was charging, and that was a whole journey that I had to take years prior, moving from corporate to becoming an entrepreneur. And having like a personal brand and businesses, like I really had to go through like a lot of up levels, which is why then I created that like real passion for supporting other women in business to go out and get the money that they deserve so that their business is sustainable. That was kind of already, underway and all the things when I started supporting other women with money mindset. And then I found Rachel's book probably a year ago, and I was like, yes, everything that she says, yes, absolutely. And again, just confirmed and cemented everything that I already knew to be true about how women are massively underrepresented, how we only 1 in 5 millionaires are women, and that we really need to be like pushing the envelope and pushing ourselves to want more, to strive for more, rather than pocket money, side hustle businesses. Like, we've got to start going after the big numbers, because that's how you truly get economic power. That's how you truly get to shape the world that we live in. That's how you get to pay it forward to other women in business, how you create opportunities, and also how you also live that personal life of freedom for yourself as well. So everything she says is so activating, it's amazing, and it is purely tailored towards the female entrepreneur. That's why I write my money mindset book, purely for women in business. So there's just so much synergy in what we do, and so much respect, because she's, again, further on in her journey than me as it relates to money mindset. And I will absolutely be at one of her events in the future. I'm going to manifest that because I just love her so much. So I'm really excited. I'm going to be reading this week, but I'm also going to be listening on Audible because I love Rachel's voice, her personal, like, she's hilarious the way that she teaches it, but there's also lots of gold in reading the book as well. And I love to write notes and highlight sections, and just, it really anchors in the learning if you have the book also. But obviously I'm just using things that I've already got on my shelf. So yeah, so I hope you will join me on next week. Let me know if you've read the book, if you have any suggestions for books that you would love to read, if you will be joining me, if you read Gabby's, like your takeaways, all the things. Like, let's make this fun and really engaging and interactive. If you've got any recommendations, things that you'd love to add to the list, whether that be on like relationships, personal development, mindset, money mindset, spiritual principles, anything, health and well-being, like whatever you want to up level this year and is on your goal list, like, let's do it together. I'm super excited. I've got some books around the blue zone that I can't wait to share with you also. So here is to week 2, ladies, getting it done, keeping accountable to our goals, and having fun along the way. Look forward to sharing with you my takeaways for next week.